Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your gal pal, Sasha Patil, a Chopra certified meditation teacher, athlete, and adventurer. This is a place where high performance and health meets fulfillment and fun. Each week, I'm bringing you guided visualization meditations and honest solo sessions where I share personal development, my most unhinged stories, and intimate interviews. Whether we're chatting wellness, achievement, or building an aligned community, we're here to create the life of your dreams and have an absolute blast doing it. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast. It's your gal pal Sasha, and to paint the scene for you right now, I am currently outside of Hilton Head, South Carolina, visiting my grandpa. My mom and I are on a cute little Gilmore Girls-esque road trip. We started this road trip over the weekend, and we drove 8 hours on Sunday, and then we started in Wilmington, North Carolina. My mom had no idea why I chose Wilmington, and truthfully, it's because I love One Tree Hill, and I always wanted to go see Wilmington, North Carolina, to go, have my little fangirl moment. She had no idea. She's like, why are we here? And it's because Wilmington, North Carolina was where they filmed One Tree Hill, and I just wanted to see. So she was really sweet. She got me a Close Up for Bros t-shirt, and it was so much fun. We were there for like a day, and then we drove from there. We're also both remote. We're both working on the road. And when we're not working, we're hanging out with our loved ones and we're driving. So that next day we drove we spent 2 nights in Wilmington, and then we worked, and we ended up driving to Charleston, South Carolina, where we had a quick bite at Fig. If you've never been to Fig in Charleston, South Carolina, go. I've been to Charleston before. I went for my 26th birthday and for my podcast launch kind of party celebration trip, and it was amazing. I had the best time ever with 6 of my closest friends, and it was just the most amazing time. So we had a great bite, and then we drove out here to Hilton Head to my grandpa's house, where we've been working and hanging out with my grandpa in the evenings, and it's just been really, really nice, good quality family time. From here, we're going to be going and visiting family for basically the next month, and it's really nice to spend such good quality time with my family and with my mom, because truthfully, I've heard the statistic that you spend 90% of the time you're ever going to spend with your parents before you turn 18. And from 18 until you die, that's the last 10% of time you're ever going to spend with your family. So every time I spend time with my parents, I'm just so aware that I don't really get the luxury of this kind of time. And I just want to be so present and soak it up and just spend a lot of time with them and just really be present and enjoy, because as an adult, I'm so lucky to be able to spend time with my parents, especially because my mom had me at 40, so she's a little bit older, and I feel so grateful to be able to spend the time with her. And we're going to be going and visiting some family. We're going to prioritize seeing Hillary Duff, and then I have a little international trip planned, and then I'll be moving to LA. So it's a jam-packed summer. I left LA, hit Paris for 3 weeks, which you guys heard about. You didn't hear the full crazy stories, and they are coming, believe me. The stories from France, the content from Paris and from France was insane, was amazing. So stay tuned for that. Follow along my personal social media. The content's beautiful, it's funny, it's unhinged, it's amazing, and I'm honestly a little delayed uploading it because I'm a little overwhelmed at how much there is, truthfully. There's just so much to sort through. It's one of those things that's on my list to do, but the to-do list truly never ends, and we'll get to that. But I spent 3 weeks in Paris. After LA, I was home outside of Philly with my parents for 1 week, and then I was in Paris for 3 weeks, and then I got back. I had landed super, super late night, actually early morning on Monday, like 2 a.m., and then spent basically 12 hours at home, and then got to New York, spent a week, like half a week in New York, came back to my hometown. I spent some time with my inner circle childhood best friends, my one childhood best friend Friday night for dinner, and like a perfect hometown ice cream dinner situation. And then the next day I drove out and spent 4th of July with my other childhood best friend down the shore at the Jersey Shore. And yes, I know the Jersey Shore gets a bad rap. Everyone's like, oh my God, is it just like Jersey Shore? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not like the Jersey Shore, the show. It's not like that. It's very wholesome, very cute. We ended up spending 8 hours on the beach and just having a glorious beach day, hanging out, going to the casino, video roulette, love. And it was just really fun. And it's been really nice. I had two intentions this summer. Number one, to be as present as possible with my loved ones, because when am I ever going to get this time again? And number two is to get my shit together and get my shit in order. And honestly, it's been way easier to prioritize intention number one, where I've been going to all these lives, I've been going and visiting my loved ones, I've been seeing my friends in Paris and my family in my hometown and my best friends in my hometown, and going and visiting family up and down the East Coast. And it's been so lovely to be present with all of them. And it's taken intention number two and kind of put it on the back burner a little bit, where it's like, oh my God, I haven't had the time, energy, and bandwidth to get my fucking shit in order because I've been so busy being present with my loved ones. And it made me realize and made me think about a conversation on the Mastermind Moments podcast with my best friend Josh Glanville. If you haven't listened, go listen. We were having a conversation about this today, where it's like, in some ways life is short, right? You only get this time with these people and this experience one time, and life is short and you better take advantage of it. You better be present in it. But at the same time, life is long, where if I have a to-do list and it's not absolutely necessary that something happens today and that something needs to happen today, it can move and it can get pushed off to tomorrow. And that's okay. And life is long. The to-do list is never going to end. Let me just say that one more time. The to-do list is never going to end. You just get better at knowing when to take breaks, how to take breaks, and knowing how to prioritize what's important to you in this moment. And it was something I was chatting about with Josh today on the Mastermind Moments podcast, is how do we prioritize what's important to us, and how do we make the time and energy for the things that are important to us? And there are different seasons for different seasons of life, right? Like some seasons of life are heavily career focused, heavily work focused, heavily finance focused. And then there are other seasons that are heavily friends focused, family focused, romance focused. Like there are seasons of life. And when you need to prioritize what's important to you, take a step back and take a look at your life and take a look at, okay, in this season of life, what do I need to prioritize? In my day, what do I need to prioritize? What must happen today versus what can be pushed to tomorrow? What can be pushed to next week? And I'm not saying like procrastinate. I'm not saying don't do your shit, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about me working from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep and not spending an hour with my family. I'm talking about my best friends working from the moment they get up to the moment they go to sleep and not taking a lunch break, not taking 10 minutes to eat, not taking an hour to move your body, not taking 5 minutes to call your grandparents while they're still alive. It's not about pushing off your to-do list and procrastinating. It's not about that. First of all, I know anyone who's listening to this podcast is a high achiever and is not doing that. It's probably the opposite, where you're working so hard and you're not prioritizing the other things in your life. Are you prioritizing your family? Are you prioritizing your friends? Are you prioritizing your health, your romance, your mental health? You know, there can be seasons of life where it's time to hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, take a step back and understand, how can you carve out the time for things that are important to you? You know, for me as an athlete and as someone who really cares about my health, I've kind of let my physical health for the last month kind of slip through the cracks a little bit, where I haven't been able to prioritize my workouts and I haven't been able to prioritize eating super, super clean the way I like to. But that's because I'm with my family and I'm spending quality time with my family. And it's like right now, this season of life, that's what I'm prioritizing. And it was something we were sitting on and thinking about today, where it's like sitting back and thinking about, okay, in this moment, what is my priority? What things need to get pushed and what things cannot? If I have to choose between doing an hour of work versus talking to my loved one for an hour, is this loved one feeling neglected? Is this work like something I've been putting off for a long time? And making those decisions is really difficult. But at the same time, you are the decisions that you make. You are what you surround yourself with. You are what you spend your time, energy, love, money, and focus into. If you're spending all your time focusing on work, that's what you are. If you're spending all your time focusing on family, that's what you are. And the thing is like, there's nothing wrong with either of those, because life is long and you can have it all, but maybe not at the same time. Maybe you can have it all in a day, but not at the same time. And it's just something I've been sitting on and thinking about where it's like, okay, I know it's not all going to get done, and that's okay, but what are the top things that need to happen today? And did I get those things done? Okay, great. And if I didn't, there's tomorrow. And I think it's kind of a matter of, number one, figuring out your priorities, and number two, what you need to prioritize in this day, in this time, in this year, in this life. But number three is also learning how to balance those priorities, where it can't be all fun and no work. It can't be all work and no fun, because what is life that way? It's a balance. But aren't we always in the pursuit of finding the balance between productivity and fulfillment? Question. Is that not true? So it's something I've been sitting on, it's something I've been thinking about. And in this time where I'm spending so much time with my loved ones, I want to really be present with that and really want to be focused on that, because I don't know when I'm going to get this time again. And I'm so aware that time is ephemeral and time is fleeting. So I just want to be present in that. But I urge you and urge myself, honestly, to take a step back and to release a little bit of pressure, where I don't have to get it all done right now, right away. Like, it's okay. Like, the to-do list is still going to be there tomorrow. That's fine. Like, me taking an hour out of my workday when I'm working from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. to have dinner with my family while my mom and my grandpa are still alive, that is irreplaceable. The to-do list can wait till tomorrow. So take a little bit of pressure off sometimes, and it's also seasons of life. It's okay to prioritize different things at different times and different things at different seasons of life. Like right now, romance taking a back burner right now in my mind. Like right now, forefront of my life is career and my family and my friends. And that's kind of what's taking the priority right now. My romance and my health took a little bit of a backseat, which I'm not thrilled about with my health. Sometimes you have to do it. Well, listen, calories don't count at your grandparents' house. I didn't make the fucking rules, okay? If this balance is not feeling good for you in this moment, or if you're feeling like you want to go towards a goal and you have a outcome, you have a goal you're going towards, like, yes, go towards that thing. But it's going to cost you something. You're going to sacrifice something, because there are physically not enough hours in the day to do everything all at once, get everything done. There's always something you're going to leave on the table. There's always money you're going to leave on the table. There's always a to-do list item that will not get crossed off. Even if you cross everything off, the to-do list will still be there the next day with new things. So if you're going towards something, yes, do it. And at what cost? And listen, sometimes that cost is worth paying. Sometimes the price is worth paying going towards your outcome, but sometimes it's not. And that's just something to really sit on and think about, okay, what is the life you want? What is the life that you're seeing for yourself? And what is important in this moment? What decision do I need to make in this moment to move towards that outcome? And for me, prioritizing really, really deep relationships with my family and my friends is a priority, and my career is a priority, and that's what I'm spending all my time doing. And like, yeah, I may look like a fucking crazy person working from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep and taking a break to hang out with my family for like an hour, but that's what it's got to be sometimes. And I think it's okay to release some of the pressure. It's okay to take some of the pressure off, because I know at the end of the day, life is long. So this is just something I've been sitting on, something I've been thinking about. And in this season of life, it's something I'm really reflecting on. So I'm curious if you guys want to let me know, what is your priorities right now? And is this balance of life feeling good for you right now? Is the balance of your priorities feeling good for you right now? Like for me, I would love to adjust it a little bit. I'd love to incorporate a little bit more of my physical health into my life, and like making sure I get that workout. And even if it's a 10-minute walk, even if it's a little workout, like a 20-30 minute workout, doesn't matter. For me, that's the balance I'd like to incorporate into my life right now. Everything else feels okay at the moment. Like, I know my physical environment is feeling really chaotic because I'm traveling again, but I know once I get back to LA, that's going to be fine. I know my finances have been all over the place, but I know once I get back to LA, I'm going to be good. I know that maybe my romance is on the back burner right now, but right now I'm prioritizing my family and my friends, and that's okay. And maybe all of this stress with everything is impacting my mental health a little bit, not gonna lie. But also, my family relationships are thriving, career is doing great, everything is going great. So sometimes it takes a second to zoom out, see how you're balancing your priorities, how you're balancing your time, how you're balancing your energy. Does it feel like a good split right now? And if it doesn't, How can you readjust and reprioritize? Because at the same time, everyone's always like, oh, I don't have any time for this. I don't have any time for that. Bullshit. You make time for the things that are important to you. Okay? Like if someone says that they don't have time, I want to see their screen time. I want to see how much time they're spending scrolling on Instagram. I want to see how much time they're spending watching fucking Netflix. I want to see how much time they're spending talking on the phone with their loved ones. I don't care. Everyone has the same amount of time in the day. It just depends on how you are distributing your time, energy, and love into your 24 hours in a day. And if that's feeling aligned for you, and if that's feeling great for you, and if that's feeling like you're going towards the outcome you want, okay, amazing. But if it's not, maybe it's time to take a look and readjust. And it's okay if it's small adjustments. It's okay if it's small tweaks. But that's just something I'm sitting on right now. It's something I'm thinking about right now. And I'm really looking forward to wrapping up my summer. I have some time before I head back to LA. But I just want to be as present as possible and just enjoy my time, enjoy my life, and really think about that and really sit on it. But that's kind of where I've been mentally and where I've been physically. And I'd love to hear about you guys as well. So feel free to reach out. I love chatting with you guys. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and aligned. Make sure you're following the show so you never miss out on our weekly meditations or solo chats. I love connecting with you guys. Let's talk on Instagram and TikTok at Visualize Meditations, and we will catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye.